Hi, thanks for joining me today. It's Geraldine from the Paper Puffin Studio, and today I'm going to show you how to make this Center Easel card featuring the Sailing Home bundle. This card fits nicely into an A2 envelope, and when you open it, you can stand up the center easel portion against the sentiment, like this. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started. Let's review all of the pieces that you're going to need. You'll need a piece of your base color measuring 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. You'll need a piece of a coordinating cardstock measuring 3 inches by 4 1/8. You'll need 2 pieces of designer series paper, each measuring 4 inches by 1 1/4, and 2 additional pieces of coordinating designer series paper, each measuring 2 1/4 inches by 1 7/8. I also have a piece of scrap white that I'm going to use to stamp the sentiment on, and I've gone ahead and die cut and stamped these pieces for the card. I've gone ahead and scored the base of the card right down the middle at the 4 1/4 mark. Now I'm going to turn my paper this way so that I have the 5.5 inch edge along the top, and I'm going to be making some cuts. I'm going to line this up first at 1.5 inches, and I'm going to be cutting from this top edge to the score line, which is at 4 1/4. I'm then going to slide the paper over to 4 inches, and I'm going to repeat that, cutting from the top to the score line. And now I've got those 2 flaps for the side. Now I'm ready to glue this piece onto the inside of the card. I've already put some snail glue on the back, so I'm going to be lining it up in the center like this, and it will get glued in place right here. I then am going to put some glue on these flaps so that they will stay adhered like this. After I've glued those down, I'm then going to be gluing this piece of designer series paper on the side and this piece over here. So I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll pick up there. Now with those pieces all glued in place, I'm ready to make the easel portion. So to do that, I'll just turn my card to the side, and I'm going to be folding this flap over on itself and lining it up just at the score line. I then will use my bone folder and burnish that fold. This will allow for this to be the easel portion of the card. Now I'm going to be gluing these other pieces of designer series paper in place. One will go here and one will go here. I'll go ahead and attach those. Now to embellish the card, I'd gone ahead and cut all these pieces out, so I used a brad and a puncher and attached this little needle to the compass. I'm going to be attaching this and the lighthouse to the front like this and embellishing with some linen. And then I'm going to attach the sailboat to the front here. I'll go ahead and do all of that. I've stamped the sentiment, "Let hope be your anchor through the storms of life," from the Sailing Home set, and I'm going to be using dimensionals to pop this up and place it here on the card so that the easel will sit up against it. So here I have the finished card. You can see that the center easel sits up like this against the sentiment for display. made another one as well, and this one is with a Mother's Day theme. So you can see how it fits in the envelope. When you open it, it opens like this. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.